My package arrived pretty late today, so I'm just going to quickly open it. Hopefully, hopefully everyone hasn't been waiting too long. I'm excited to open it. So, I'm deadly with my fingers. Oh yes. That's the number one set I've gotten. And now for the second set. Did somebody say mayo? Yep, somebody did say mayo. I'm gonna quickly get these sets out. All right, I'm excited, and I love this. It's always nice to get some more dinosaurs, but also it's also good to get another updated picture. She's got a little baby. Oh, look at that! It's so cute. Look at that. It's adorable. I can't wait to open this set. I'm not waiting. I'm just going to open it and start building right here on stream. Yep. I'm going almost quick. Here's the blue Velociraptor figure. A lot of the Velociraptors come in this same design packaging, which they come in pieces, but you can easily assemble a raptor. And here's the new baby raptor figure. Aww. Look at that. So cute. He literally makes every other cute baby dinosaur look little, but it's still a good little baby. It's a little baby. I'm just going to build this, not talk too much, because one, I just want to build this set and have this set ready. I want to be able to be playing with the dinosaurs already. Build the hooded female figure. Little freckle-faced girl. She's not little, she's got an interesting hat piece. Blue Velociraptor. I'll put them on the boat for a little. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not losing you that easily. You're staying right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed it starts cracking. You're looking dirt bike. I'm not putting glue together until the set is fully built. Because I will literally give up if I already have the Raptor in hand. I'm probably going to throw the rest of the build away if I'm not careful, because I'll be too busy playing with it. We can't risk that, not just yet. So we're going to go ahead and build everything else. Then we shall build Blue the Velociraptor. Then we shall admire the baby dinosaur and figures. But for now, we gotta build this. Interesting little build. Pointless foliage piece. How nice. Like, what do they expect us to do with the foliage pieces? Use them in setups? in stop motions, because that's the only thing these are good for, is giving us an easier way to put foliage around our stop motions. It doesn't really work, but I'm okay with it. I love it. I love foliage. A piece of chicken is the bait for this trap. Oh boy, I got something to tell you. If you use chicken in a trap, fried chicken in a trap, I'm going to fall for that trap easily. That's me. I see I see fried chicken. I'm going to be like chicken. I'm going to be like Monterey Jack from the Chippendale Rescue Rangers cartoon. Cheese. Only with me, it's going to be like chicken. That's me. Chicken. That's just how I would react. Why do I get the feeling she saw the Velociraptor baby and she's coming in here to steal him? I'm worried now. I know. I know if Sis sees this Velociraptor baby, she's going to be like, "Oh, I want him." Her or him. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. But the way Jurassic Park is these days, there's male raptors, there's female raptors. Like, because they use the stinking frog design, we're in trouble. We don't know whether they're male or female. Intriguing. We've got a problem. What happens? Humanity is now dinner to the raptors. And I'm happy. Now, the raptors can, kings of the jungle, can rule, which are the Velociraptors from Jurassic Park. But if they're setting a cage out and it's got fried chicken, I'm going to fall for that trap in a heartbeat. I'm sorry. This trap is going to be a Tommy catcher trap because it's literally got a piece of chicken in it. Oh, yeah. They've just caught me in a trap now. They got a little bicycle and they come with a little bike. All right. You also get an extra chain and an extra hook piece on that for extra piece count. Let's get on to the truck build. That's where the things, where the, this is the moment of truth. Is the truck build going to be worth getting this? Going to be worth getting the set? That's the thing. Is the truck worth it? The Raptor's okay, but I'm more worried, is the build going to be okay? Let's build the villain figure. Looks like an evil version of me. Intriguing. The main villain of this franchise is Evil Gladiator. My word. He's got long hair, a tattoo of a dinosaur on his face, and he's carrying a gun with a tranquilizer dart. The only difference is Evil Gladiator is protecting the humans and killing the dinosaurs. Good Gladiator is killing the humans and saving the dinosaurs. That's the thing. That's good Gladiator. saving the humans and killing the dinosaurs. Just saying. Good Gladiator is pro-dinosaur. He's going to protect the dinosaurs from the evil humanity that dares to attack and want to wipe out all dinosaurs. Prehistoric life forever. We killed them off once. It's time for us to back away and let them take over again. Did they actually come with a tranquilizer gun? Yeah, this is definitely evil Gladiator because he has a tranquilizer gun, which means he's trying to capture the dinosaurs for the humans. To protect the humans. So I automatically hate him. Because how dare he protect humanity? You ain't supposed to protect humanity from the dinosaurs. Humanity is supposed to give up. Leave the dinosaurs alone. That's what humanity must do to survive. Leave the dinosaurs alone. Live in a giant. Live in harmony with nature. That's what you need to learn to do. Learn to do in the new Jurassic Park universe. You need to learn that dinosaurs will destroy you if you are stupid enough to attack them. The fact I'm not being looks like no. It says nobody's only one person is joined, but I understand if people have other things they got to do. It's a busy life nowadays. Can't survive in the real world. Basically, thanks to multiple things happening called COVID. People are literally staying at home more, which makes no sense. I wouldn't stay at home more. It's a pain in the neck to stay at home more. I mean, when I was working at McDonald's, yeah, I'd love to stay home more. Because that job was a pain in the neck to work. When they tried to double the hours on a lot of us, just saying. Because they literally they stayed open even during the worst parts of the epidemic. And they opened it up while the epidemic was still bad. Long before anyone okayed any of the buildings to be open. So no, I have not played that one. Regular Brick Studios. I mean, yeah. Ah, shoot. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's probably just YouTube messing up. So I'm just going to build the set, finish the stream, and that's it. Actually, I'm going to build the rest of the sets as well. I mean, I got to build the last set. This little set right here is my second Jurassic Park set I've gotten. This is the new wave, 2 of the new wave. Praise the Lord. So I got me 3 new dinosaurs from the wave. I bought them on Amazon because that's the only place that seems to be selling the sets these days, while Walmart refuses to get them in. Either that or it's a whole bunch. But that's just because I wanted. It just gives me more variety of dinosaurs to work with in my stop motions. I mean, a smaller rendition of a raptor actually is a fun idea. Keep in mind, I'm going to add a lot of these to my stop motion animations, so yeah. So right now, I'm just putting this together. Hopefully, you guys heard the pro dinosaur speech I had a few minutes ago, where I said we must join forces with the dinosaurs and wipe out the humans in Jurassic Park. Humanity's reign is over. Now it's the reign of the dinosaur. Let it end that way. That's what Jurassic World should end like. The reign of humanity is over. Now let's let the dinosaurs take over permanent. Humanity can stay alive. They just have to live with the dinosaur, coexist with them. Yeah, they do look kind of, but I'm okay with it. Didn't even come with a. Wait a minute! I just realized something. This set comes with 2 dinosaurs as well, just like this other one. But here's what really got me excited. Squeak, 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 squeak. Man, the Jurassic World franchise is going downhill. Colin Trevorrow referred to the Gigantosaurus as the Joker of the JP saga. What? I thought they was going to do a good job on the movie. I was hoping they were. I'm actually looking forward to Jurassic Park, the newest one. Series Justice in the final episode, in the final movie. Now I'm losing some. Now I'm kind of losing it. Shoot. I was looking forward to the fact that it might actually have a nice end to it. But the dinosaurs win. Yeah, they're animals. They're supposed to be mindless killing machines. You can't get a dinosaur wrong. Come on. I mean, the Velociraptor was terrifying. The Indominus Rex was terrifying. They just kind of overdid it on those movies, though. No offense, but that was overdone. The Indominus seemed to be more terrifying on paper, and they should have at least had characterized on its had turned. They could have literally went a kind of horror route with that dinosaur. The Indominus could have been more creepier. They could have made it more wouldn't. In fact, there would be like they would never be able to see it. They could have done like in Primal what they did with that one dinosaur. If you watch the show Primal, that dinosaur that terrified both Spear and Fang and had them running for their lives. They could have gone down that route for it, for the Indominus Rex. I mean, the Indomoraptor. They could have gone down the creepy route and just turned up the creepy meter as high as it would go. Yeah, there is no good guys and not bad guys amongst the dinosaurs. Blue is just a dinosaur that they don't have to make her out as a good guy. They could just say, oh, Blue's just a raptor that is okay with humans living around her. You don't have to say, oh, she's a hero. And it's like, really? No. Blue is just a raptor that is okay with humans. It's learned to live with humans. Because that's the thing, you can condition an animal to accept a human around it. They should have gone with. That's the only reason why Blue originally was okay with humans. She's been raised around them her whole life. She's conditioned to accept humans. So it's actually not out of character for her to be around humans willingly because she's been raised around them since she was a little baby raptor. Oh yeah, exactly. The animal enemies from Primal are just animals as well as the horned tyrants were just eliminating competition of the mad theropod that got infected by a horrific virus. Exactly. They literally made dinosaurs look more terrifying in that show. But they've showed more respect to prehistoric creatures in that show than any show it's ever been. Now we will accept overpowered in some ways. He's overstrong, but at the same time, do we really want to be accurate with Spear? I mean, come on. You want a caveman who's super strong. At the same time, we're basing off Tarzan in a way. Tarzan was super strong in the Tarzan story, so it's kind of possible that's how they went with Spear. He isn't, but they have showed moments. They've shown moments with Spear where he was vulnerable, where he literally had vulnerable moments. So unlike most character stories and character arcs, Spear has had actual moments where he literally had to work hard for what he got. I mean, he has had character development, more character development in the whole show period than Rey has had in her whole franchise. Just saying. Rey from Star Wars had zero character development. Spear started out as overpowered character, but you learned little by little that he was more than just an overpowered fighter. In actual fact, he was not overpowered. He was capable of being beaten. And it was shown. Later on in the show, he could be beaten. He just had years of experience hunting these things. It made sense for him to be able to kill a giant theropod because he'd been living around them his whole life. I mean, let's just point out, so anybody who brings up the old Spear is overpowered routine, you can tell them actual fact, Spear is not overpowered. He's he actually has been through more struggles than any character in any franchise has ever went through in their series. I mean, Luke didn't go through as much struggles as old Spear did in the show. Yes, it's bonding. He's bonded with the T-Rex, literally. Which a lot of people keep saying, "Oh, Spirit Fang is not a T-Rex," and I beg to differ on that remark. I think I think Fang is a T-Rex because it would make sense that much bigger dinosaurs. I like to believe that this universe is probably a version of Earth long. If Earth had continued with dinosaurs, what would have happened? It seems like this world is like answer the question: what would happen if dinosaurs were still around and humans were just around for the ride? Only a better rendition of it. Yeah. Ignore the good dinosaur reference, please. I actually hate that movie. With a yeah, they are. They bond and they live. Oh, dude, let me tell you something about the Guinea Targovsky TV shows. Oh no. Don't tell me they've ended them. Don't tell me the whole show has ended. I'm downhearted if they have ended it permanently because I want them to finish it. I want them to go after Mira and save Mira. That character needs to. He needs his girlfriend. He needs a girlfriend. That dude, he deserves a girlfriend. Really, old Spear deserves some love in his life. He doesn't deserve to have to say goodbye to that character permanently. Please tell me he didn't. That she's not gone on him. Let me guess. He is never going to get her back. I feel defeated if he is going to get her back. Fang is indeed Fang is indeed full-grown tyrannosaur, but Grundy's shows don't always respect the size of their characters. Ah, interesting. That means that it's possible that I actually had my own theory. There are that some dinosaurs are actually still growing. That was my theory. Some dinosaurs are still growing. Oh my word. Knife around here, I gotta fix this. Put it on the wrong spot. Oh, here's some. I'll use this. Alright, let's try this one. And when life gives you lemons, you tear it in half. And then rebuild it. When life gives you a lemon, you tear it in half and rebuild it. My final verdict for this pickup truck. Hmm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely. Just kidding. It's an okay truck, but I'm not going to give it a one. Anything over a 5 out of 10 because it's just a truck. It's just the same kind of truck build they've used in a lot of different sets for a lot of different models. Okay, time to build my Raptor. And it's about time they came out with an updated version of Blue. I'll actually admit to that. And I'm happy to get another Raptor. pirate of that character. Now I have more dinosaurs to play with. It's just me. Okay, my thoughts on the final verdict for this blue the Velociraptor. Oh, come on, I need a blue. I need you for a second. Original blue versus the new version. See what? There's some drastic changes, boy. Look at this. My word. Either she's grown older or this ain't blue. What does the box say? It's blue. Beta. Ryan Delacord. Maisie. Maisie, you mean that little girl from the last movie? Ah, okay. Okay, my thoughts on these on both dinosaurs side by side. They're okay, but this is what I'm most excited about. A baby raptor. So pretty much Rex is so. Where is everybody? I have no clue. I've been wondering myself the whole time. Look at some of the sets while I'm waiting for more people to arrive. Oh my word. I've made my final decision. I'm buying all the sets. Look at that lineup of dinosaurs. I'm buying all the sets. Except for the pterodactyl ones, because pterodactyls are kind of one in a million. But I will buy the Quetzal set. This big old white dinosaur, because I like Quetzals. And I like this Spinosaurus ripoff right here. I don't know what is that? Gigantosaurus? I thought that was a Spinosaurus. There are Xenosaurus, Quetzalcoatlus, Perodon, T-Rex, Green, Velociraptor, Raptor, and T-Rex. Oi! Don't like Gigantosaurus. Ah, come on. I do, because he's big. I like big dinosaurs. I like big dinosaurs and I cannot lie. Dude, this is awful. I'm still gonna buy it. It's a dinosaur for crying out loud. I'm gonna buy every Lego dinosaur. Come on. Let me be the judge of the set. Let me have fun. Come on. I want to buy it just so I can play with it. Uh, But I want the big one with the. But I want the other guy. You do know that the only way for me to get a certain set. You do know that. Okay, I got one. How am I going to get? Okay, I got a question. How am I going to get the? Give me a second. How am I going to get this set? How am I going to get the dinosaur from that set then? Like, the problem is both these same. This dinosaur comes in the set as well, and I want that dinosaur because I want something with big claws to attack people. Because look at this thing. It's got big claws. It looks freaking awesome. Look at that. I mean, it's got claws that literally seem to curl. Oh, come on. Can't I have fun and buy stuff? Just for the fun of it. Okay. Apparently Indominus Rex had a baby. Squeak! Indominus Rex gave. It's very shiny white, though. It's a white dino. Ugh. Oh, great. Another Owen to my Owen Wart figures collection. Well, let's add him. Well, oh boy. Where'd I put the box? I gotta just dump another Owen figure in there. I now got another Owen Grady figure for my army. I am Owen. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, can you tell how much you respect to that character? It's because all you get in the whole Jurassic World line, the same Owen Grady stuff. A mosquito and amber. What do you know? Mosquito and amber. That's cool. Look at that Owen. Let him carry that around. Well, so did the baryonyx. I got the baryonyx, the Indoraptor, and the other ones. The thing is with me, I collect dinosaurs. I also collect failures too. Keep in mind, I have a collection of failure minifigures. Lego's failure minifigures, and I have a small collection of them. They're called the Video franchise, which I'm going to keep around to see how long it takes those things to just be forgotten. Because I got the feeling they're going to be forgotten pretty soon. I mean, I'm kind of wondering if there's a way I can ask Lego, hey, can I get the rest of these video figures for free since they didn't sell very well? I want them all for free. Like 10 or 20 of them on display somewhere, not making any money. I mean, they're just going to be sitting on store shelves for the rest of their lives, not making money. Give them away. Just give them away to me. Let me have some fun with them. Have some fun making fun of that horrible. Ugh. Okay. This is okay. I don't know if I should even build this anymore. Hello, Caleb. How are you? I don't even know if I should build this set anymore because it's just a ruins. It's just ruins is what it is. Old ruins. Yeah. I'm just building off screen. You know what? I'm just gonna put this away into one of my small boxes and plan on building it someday. I'll do a review on the set, and I'll call it the most pointless Jurassic Park set ever made. Because the build itself is unreliable, doesn't make any sense, and just looks wrong. It's sad because I got this set thinking it'd be a cool set, and then I look at it and I realize it's the whole set itself just looks the same. And oh, is that another baby raptor? I mean, another baby dino. Squeak, 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 squeak. I don't know where all these babies are coming from, but they're by the time this year is over with. This is probably the first sets I've gotten from Jurassic World, and already I've gotten a whole bunch of baby dinosaurs. Ohio to silence. Yeah. There's a lot of for me in this set. I mean, it's just small. It's a tiny set. Comes with two raptors. I mean, two baby raptors and a little and a little dinosaur. I mean, a little bone crossbow. I think this is what this is supposed to be. Looks like a bone crossbow. I'm gonna fire dinosaur teeth at the enemy. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh. I got two of Evil Tom. Uh-oh. Actually, he changes his shirt. Interesting. We got two Evil Toms. Uh-oh. We got an army of evil versions of myself. Here's the rule of what Evil Tom is like. He is saving humanity from the dinosaurs and literally killing dinosaurs instead of letting them get away with it and just forgetting that and remembering that humanity has been the exterminators of all animal life on the planet for years. Instead, he has continued. So there's Evil Tom, the one who goes around saving humans, and then there's Good Tom, the one who's actually hunting down Evil Tom. Yes, there's literally an apocalyptic event that made two of me, and we're both hunting each other. And Reagan Bricks, you don't have anything to say about that one? I've just made my own plot for my next video. Evil Tom. The attacks and adventures of Evil Tom versus Good Tom. A Warhammer 40K Marine who's going and saving the dinosaurs from the human race by destroying all of the human race. That'd be an interesting battle. That's the only way to save all the dinosaurs, is to destroy the human race. Just kidding. Dinosaurs have been long gone for years, so it'd be kind of pointless to try and save them. Or would it? Actually, yeah. Or are there? I really don't know. That depends. Do you guys think there are any dinosaurs left in the world? Who knows? They're called birds. Well, might as well finish my giant ship build. The giant set that literally has taken up my whole entire weekend. Oh boy. What? What'd you say no to? The battle between evil Tom versus good Tom? Is that what you're saying no to? You don't like the idea that there is an evil version of me? Or the dinosaurs themselves? Have you guys not realized that? They're wiping out humanity. They are literally the heroes of that battle. Just kidding. Hey, I'm just kidding around with you kids. You guys. 'Cause I know there aren't no dinosaurs left. Actually, there is descendants. According to what I've heard, crocodiles are technically descendants. So are birds, which I don't believe that the term that, oh, birds are descendants of dinosaurs. It just makes no sense. What self-respecting bird would want to be considered to be the descendant of a dinosaur? I mean, I feel sorry for the bird. You're calling me a giant prehistoric lizard? Are you insane? I ain't no giant prehistoric lizard. If I was, I would hunt you humans down. Yeah, it wouldn't be called Jurassic Park anymore, though. It'd be called Jurassic Chicken. It'd be called Jurassic Chicken Park. And all we would hear the dinosaurs doing is clucking, clucking, clucking. It'd be an interesting movie then. The newest Jurassic World would have been interesting if they had the and scratching the ground. Because then you could just walk past them as they're scratching the ground looking for worms. Sneak past them while they're looking for worms, guys. You're referring to the ostrich. Yeah, the ostrich is similar. There's actually a version of birds during the Ice Age known as the terror birds, which stood pretty tall, about twice the size of an ostrich. Best way I could recommend what a terror bird was, it's an ostrich that can kill you. That's what a terror bird is. It's an ostrich that can kill you. That's the best rendition of how to explain what a terror bird is. That's my best way of explaining them. And sadly, Jurassic Park has not taken advantage of that animal and used it in any of their videos because I would love it. Yeah, their feet are similar to dinosaurs. I agree. Well, we are also talking about, but can we go through the different prehistoric creatures that came after the dinosaurs? I mean, there were lots of prehistoric creatures after the dinosaurs that literally were just as scary as dinosaurs themselves. I mean, look at the terror bird. That sucker is terrifying. It's intimidating just by its size. In general, it dwarfs your modern ostrich by a foot and a half. And its killing range, its killing power comes from its huge beak that could easily rip a man's head completely off their shoulders. Their hooked beak, kind of like an eagle. Their beak is kind of like what an eagle had. If you've seen, their beak would be hooked like that, like the birds of prey are. Like the birds that you see today, like eagles and hawks, the terror bird had that same design. Yeah, the terror bird does kind of look funny, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it to the actual terror bird if I were you. Who knows? Our cousins might your Native American cousins might actually beg to differ on it looking funny. They might actually have had to run from it. Could you imagine what this sucker was like when it saw humans? It for the first time, it was probably thinking a weaker prey species that I can exploit. Is probably what this terror bird was thinking when it first saw a human. A weaker prey species that I can exploit. Chased down humans. Humans turned around with their spears, started throwing the spears. Ooka dooka, ooka dooka, kill the stupid looking bird. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Poor terror bird. Its final moments in life was trying to make a meal out of a human. Only for the humans to turn around and make a meal out of him. Yeah, it looks funny though. It's got to be the most unique predator from it. It's got to be the most unique animal though. I mean, the way it looks, it's very unique. I mean, the giant ground sloth is a unique creature in itself. You got creatures like the giant ground sloth. They were unique. You had creatures like the saber-toothed cat, aka the smilodon. Those creatures were unique as well. You had so many different creatures that are very unique creatures that went extinct, all because humans overhunted them. At the same time, their prey species disappeared. The big prey they were used to hunting had died out from overhunting. Scientists keep trying to disprove that that's. They tried to disprove from humans overhunting, but here's the thing: we as humans overhunted. Even the native people admit that their ancestors hunted more than they should have, and took more than they should have. So in a way, we made the mega predators extinct, which is sad. But I understand why. I mean, we were trying to survive, and the only way to keep your clan alive is to kill multiple animals and keep cooking food and then store food. Because in the end, you got so many problems that you got to suffer from in that universe. I mean, in that timeline, you had multiple creatures that stood 2 times the size of a human. You had predators that could take you down easy. More problems to worry about. In the end, it's better not to run into these creatures, and it's better just to run for your life and not go near them. But of course, you're still going to run into them from time to time when you hunt them. There is no avoiding these large predatory creatures in that universe, in that time. It's kind of like if you were to live in the prehistoric times with the T-Rex, and you were in an area that was known to have multiple of them. You would run into a T-Rex 3 or 4 times a day, depending on where you were at. If it's a large predatory animal, T-Rex were known for migrating, but they're extremely territorial as well. They're a lot like your African lion, actually. Your African lion has a huge bunch of, one pride of lions runs a huge amount. Pretty much one predator could literally be is literally going to claim a huge bunch of land. I mean, it's a big animal. And then you got other predators that will come and compete for those pieces of land. Larger creatures will compete for it. Then you got smaller creatures that can live on less food, like the raptors. And other creatures, let's just say it's going to be a problem to go near those, because then you got multiple problems. In the end, the whole area is interesting to read, to look into, but it's also very dangerous to go near. But in the end, it's also fun too. Can you imagine the sheer amazement you could have felt looking at large creatures just walking around, these giant mega beasts that just stood 2 times the size of a normal human, and they just towered over you, and they're just standing there walking around randomly, not even realizing you're there. I mean, they wouldn't know what a human is. They would just look at you and be like, what in the world are you? I mean, just don't go near them, and they probably would leave you alone, because they don't see any danger. You're too small. A large predator might see you as a potential meal, but that's only if the predator is an old predator. People actually keep saying, "Oh, T-Rex would be hunting humans," but actual fact, a T-Rex would not hunt a human. Too small of game. Animals are not going to go after a small, tiny morsel that won't even fill their stomach, unless they're a pack of raptors. A pack of raptors, but T-Rex would not see a human as a potential meal or food source. But what they would see a human as is a threat to their environment, because this could be a smaller predator. They know that there are creatures like raptors and such. A T-Rex will take on a pack of raptors for their territory. At least that's how I made it in my universe. T-Rex will face a raptors down to take their territory, because it's a large creature, and it's going to be like, okay, I want your territory, so I have an easier access to a much larger food source. So it's going to face multiple raptors just to gain a food source that it can use. That's how it works in my universe. Large creatures like T-Rex and Gigantosaurus and lots of other different creatures will actually face other sauropods for their home sources. They'll even take on a pack of raptors just to get their hands on one piece of ground that's going to be good for eating it. In the end, these creatures will want as much as they can get out of one area. And that's just what I've learned about dinosaurs. I mean, dinosaurs are territorial. They're going to be like any other animal. They're territorial. They're going to be fighting for territory. But everybody's going to be able to, not every single dinosaur is going to react to a human, though. Unless they find the human to be a nuisance. Let's say if you go up to a certain dinosaur that's known for not tolerating smaller creatures being around it, you got the larger creatures that are just going to look at you and be like, okay, I don't like you around me, I'm going to get rid of you. And that's what you call that's basically a creature that's going to react differently than most creatures. But you'll always run into creatures that will react differently to humans. You got the sauropods, you got the other species that will just walk around you thinking you're just you're just a new creature. They're not going to be curious because you're just a new creature. They're not going to be like in those movies but at the same time, Brontosaurus will just think you're just a new creature. It won't react to you because you're not attacking it yet, so it's not going to consider you a threat until later on. Advice: don't attack a Brontosaurus. Those things are huge and they're deadly. Ark survival: I tried to steal an egg from one's nest, got killed in Ark survival 13 times by the same dinosaur. Because I kept stealing their eggs. Because it's an easy food source. I'm going to take advantage of it. Easy food source. The only problem with that is, once you get your hands on the egg, you got to outrun them. And you can't just run to your actual base. You got to run to a certain area where they won't get you. You got to hide somewhere. And that's the problem. There is nowhere to hide. They're going to come after you. They're angry. You stole their kid. And that's how I knew I had goofed. I had done goofed. And I ran for my life on Ark Survival. My game was pretty much, I literally got killed, I think, right as soon as that thing caught up with me. This Brontosaurus caught up with my character. He killed him. And then later on I went back and stole the egg again. Oh man, the second time was not the charm. When you hear the old saying, the third time's the charm, that old saying is a bunch of malarkey. It's a bunch of malarkey. And a bunch of nonsense, because the third time is never the charm. You get killed either way. I got killed again by the same Brontosaurus, who didn't want me stealing her eggs. But I went back again to try to steal the eggs again, because I was literally not learning from my mistakes on the game. And then finally I got killed for the 15th time, but the last time I actually managed to get the egg into a box, and then I ran a different direction. The Brontosaurus still was chasing me, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to lead him away from the base where I have the egg. And then when I respawned in my base, I cooked and ate the egg. And the next thing I know, my base starts getting attacked by a Brontosaurus again. I'm like, uh-oh. And I found out the hard way. Yeah. No matter, the game has a glitch that to where whenever you grab an egg and you're nearby Brontosauruses, the Brontosaurus egg because the game is messed up in places. That's a glitch in the game that they actually need to fix because I should have fooled the animal into thinking that their egg was safe, but it didn't, and they were still set. They still set too aggressive as soon as I grabbed it out of the box. But by then I had already eaten the egg and I was running for my life again. Right after they destroyed my base, they ran after me. Yeah, it's still getting updates from here to there. I just wish they'd update the Brontosaurus to where they're dumb enough to fall for that. Because I kind of wanted to try, I've wanted to try to get a Brontosaurus baby by taking the egg and incubating it. The only problem is there's no way to do it without the Brontosaurus being like, hey, what are you doing with my baby? When it ain't even their baby. And it's like, I didn't steal it from you, I stole it from another Brontosaurus. They still attack you as if it's their infant. And it's like, what? But then again, it's my own fault every time. That's why I've actually moved my base to a certain area where Brontosauruses don't spawn. And whenever I get an egg, I make sure that there's water between me and the Brontosauruses. I take to the raft and I sail to where I keep my actual base, which my base is on an island, very far from an actual land mass. So, actual fact, the Brontosaurus has to swim thousands of miles to get to my house. And by then I already have the Brontosaurus egg safe until I can get it to my base. Then I start incubating it. So by the time the Brontosaurus's mother comes looking for me, she's probably already drowned in the ocean. Because they do get tired. And the thing about dinosaurs, they can't stay in the ocean for too long. And basically that's but I've actually gotten one Brontosaurus using that method already. One baby Brontosaurus. I managed to tame one by doing that. But that's Ark Survival, guys. If you're wondering about the game, any of you who are going to watch the stream, because I'm leaving the stream up after I'm done building this. It's Ark Survival is a video game where you survive in a prehistoric world, and it's basically kind of like Minecraft if it was more realistic and had dinosaurs in it. So it's basically Minecraft with dinosaurs, but more realistic. But it's more realistic functions and such. The only complaint I have for the Brontosauruses, they're huge. These are adorable though, even though they are huge. They're still adorable. If you can manage to take care of one and get one and literally steal the egg of a Brontosaurus and do it without getting killed by the Brontosaurus over and over again, and manage to get it to where it's hatched and imprinted on you. But anyways, yeah, the game, it's still fun to play from time to time. But I kind of quit streaming it because I got killed so many times in those games. It was always embarrassing to get killed while you're live on it. And then people were like, "Ah, you got killed." And I'm like, yep, I got killed. If I killed a dinosaur on the game, they're like, oh no, you killed an animal. And I kind of got tired of hearing that, so that's why I haven't streamed Ark in a long time. I need to start streaming Ark again just for the fun of it. Just to hear you guys tell me, don't you dare kill any more dinosaurs. Oh man. The only reason I'd stream it right now is just to hear you guys say again, don't kill any more dinosaurs. And it would be hilarious just to be running around in that game and literally be looking for ways to get around without running into another T-Rex, which seems to be my kryptonite. I'm going to run into a T-Rex 3 or 4 times in a row in one game. Okay, one thing I'm going to say about this little ship I'm putting together, it's huge so far. This sucker could probably, it'd be a super ship. If this was a Star Wars vessel, this sucker could probably do some damage against the Empire. If it was a spaceship and it was this size, sucker could carry a lot of stuff. Now down to making the door. Let's face it, any franchise that went up against the Empire would literally beat the Empire in a single battle. I mean, just look at Warhammer 40k. Their warriors could easily wipe out the Empire. Just one of their factions could wipe out the Empire. The Death Corps Krieg, which literally would just rush the Empire and wipe them out in one battle alone. It'd be basically Death Corps Krieg gets called. They're told, hey, we need you to destroy these enemies who are the enemies of the Imperium of Man. You owe a life debt to the Emperor. So your job is to go in and wipe out the Empire. What's Death Corps Krieg going to do? They're literally going to make it so the Empire can't get any form of nutrients or food into their camps. But the Imperium of Man is several different planets. Let's just say that much. And here's the thing: Warhammer 40k Marines don't die to one laser shot to the chest. And that's it. But then again, I'm using the Death Corps Krieg for reference, because they're literally my favorite unit, and they would easily overturn a Star Wars Imperial taken world. I mean, they would overrun it. Yes, but half the Imperium of Man is overpowered. Super Marines. Like, you're going up against multiple warriors from multiple lands, time, different areas. And then but in the end, I'm using the Death Corps Krieg because I want to use the Death Corps Krieg for a battle. And those guys are freaking awesome. I mean, where else are you going to find an army of guys that literally don't care for their own life? I mean, when the Emperor got the Death Corps Krieg, he got himself an army of warriors who have no interest in surviving wars. They literally want to die. They want to die. That's their problem. They actually believe they owe a life debt to the Emperor. So the only way they can repay the life debt in their belief is to collect 100 Nazi scalps. At least that's how one guy says it, which is hilarious because could you imagine Death Core Creek are Mohawk Indians from the Native American timelines. They're Mohawk Indians. They're going to go around scalping their enemies. They're cool. They're cool that way. All right. One of my favorite battles that the Death Corps Krieg were involved in was fighting some sort of robots, and I keep forgetting their names. I always call the Imperium of Man's main enemy. I mean, I don't know what these things are called. They look like Terminators. They look like a ripoff of the Terminator, only with longer teeth. Necrons, that's what they're called. Necrons. The Death Corps Krieg were called in to take on an army of Necrons, and the Death Corps Krieg entrenched themselves and started fighting the Necrons. The Death Corps Krieg are masters at, what's it called? Fighting war of nutrition. The only problem was they couldn't starve the Necrons out because the Necrons don't need to eat. They're robots. That's nutrition. That is nutrition God mode. So the Death Corps Krieg were fighting them with pretty much hoping that one unit and then the people on the planet decided to attack the only people protecting them and got rid of made the Death Corps Krieg leave the planet, and then they got killed by the Necrons. Not the Death Corps Krieg, the citizens on the planet the Death Corps Krieg were supposed to protect, because the citizens on the planet decided we'd rather be under the robots' rule than to be, because the army of Death Corps Kriegsmen don't talk. So they didn't know the Death Corps Krieg were actually their protectors. But here's the thing: they don't talk. They're not going to talk. They're not expert. They're not very good when it comes to talking with humans. Necrons technology actually to pieces. Yep. Yet they could not kill a single sister of battle. Have you noticed that? Like, they couldn't kill one single sister of battle in one trailer. I'm like, dudes, you literally had her, and then she just took you down in a single strike. What are you? What are you made out of? Tin foil? There's a single sister of battle standing there. It's an easy kill. One of the most advanced trenches of Warhammer. It is called bad writing and plot armor. Exactly. Sister of Battle retreats, surviving because a space marine literally came to her rescue at that moment and actually beat down the Necron that literally turned around instead of finishing engaging the Sister of Battle. It turns around and is like, I'd rather fight the Space Marine than the Sister of Battle. Dude, you literally are engaging a stronger enemy, but you got a weaker enemy that's going to side with the stronger enemy. Then you're going to have two problems to deal with. I mean, you would think the Necrons understand the danger of letting an enemy gain protection. If you just press your advantage, he would have literally killed the Sister of Battle if he just pressed his advantage at that point. Because he was very close to the Sister of Battle and could have easily wiped her out. I mean, I do love the Sisters of Battle armor. I mean, they're very interesting characters. in some places. I mean, very, very pretty for some strange reason at times. Some versions of them are pretty, some versions of them are ugly characters. And no, I am not simping for anything. I am not simping. That's what the that's what those nerds who liked the vampire character from Resident Evil were doing. They were simping for that vampire, and I didn't. I took one look at that vampire and was like, she needs to die. And I destroyed her in the first battle. Tall Vampire Lady, 0. Thomas, 100. Gladiator Bricks, 100. Sister of Battle, not Sister of Battle. Gladiator Bricks, 100. Lady Dimitrescu, 0. Zilch, nada. Yeah, it's plot armor, the most dangerous item in history. Yeah, sure, you may get injured in the series here and there, but you're never going to be fatally injured. Quote unquote, you will never really be in any danger. That's plot armor for you. Some characters, the plot armor shows so badly that they just seem to stand in the plot path of the enemy lines, and the bullets seem to pass right over them. And it's like, please kill this character off. She's stupidly dumb, deserves to be destroyed, and needs to be annihilated. Come on. If it was a male character, I'd want that character destroyed. Either way, it's be like, you can't hit me, and the villains keep on shooting them and missing them. I'll get you soon. I'll get you. And the bullets just keep passing by the hero with no trouble. It's like, haha, you'll never hit me. I'm going to try to imitate a superhero. Ha ha ha, you will never hit me. Because I have blood armor. Grand Army of the Republic. It's why I like the Grand Army of the Republic. They suffered a lot of defeats in lore. I know. They literally, the Republic, wait, which Republic? Warhammer 40k Republic or a different Republic? Because it feels like the Warhammer 40k universe is a mixture of several different universes put together. I have a theory of my own, though. I believe that they've stolen a lot of lore. My theory is Warhammer 40k has stolen a lot of lore. Because it feels like it to me. Stop me if I'm not correct. But doesn't it feel like they're stealing lore little by little for other franchises? Or is it just me? Is it just me, or are they stealing other franchises' characters and then redesigning them for their own universe? Yeah, if you look, the Necrons are a remake of the Terminator, reskin of the Terminator. Warhammer, yeah, the Terminator and Zurg from StarCraft. If you noticed, mix the Terminator and the Borg together, you might get something similar to what the Necrons are. Because if you notice, the Necrons do the same thing that the Necrons do the same thing that the Borg seem to do in Star Trek, which I hate to admit to. Those of you who pretty much know me, I'm not a big Star Trek fan because they literally keep on not listening to the fan base. They've been told multiple times, we will leave the franchise if you guys do not get rid of a certain character. And they have refused to get rid of a certain character. And they have refused to give us good writing for a story. Could care less. Could care less if I get hate for that one. Because in my opinion, I never did like the Star Trek franchise in general, but in the end, even I know when they're literally using plot armor too much. Tyrants are basic Zerg. I don't even know what StarCraft is actually, which a lot of people are going to, which you're probably going to say, oh no. Caleb, do you have a what's it called? Give me a second. Do you have a Discord? Just look up Gladiator Bricks on Discord and send me a picture of them. Actually, I know the Starship Trooper characters. Our tyrants are similar to bugs from Starship Troopers. Yeah, that's what I've noticed as well. I actually watched the movie Starship Troopers, but it was brand new when I was a kid. Just saying. When it first came out, it was brand new when I was a kid. Now people are saying it's a very cheesy movie, and I'm like, back when I was a kid, that was top quality. That was when I was a kid. That was top quality sci-fi movies. That's what your top quality sci-fi movies were. You had a choice between Star Wars and Star Trek, the original good Star Trek stuff. In fact, Flash Gordon was still a thing back then. So if you wanted a Flash Gordon movie, there's a Flash Gordon TV show that was out at the same time. It was a kind of a weird show because it was done by a certain character from Smallville. He played in Smallville as the boyfriend of Lana, which later on he was found out to have died. So pretty much there was a lot of drama. Let's say there was a lot of drama in the Smallville series. A lot of drama. And I always called it the drama show because it literally had drama in it every few seconds. Yeah, I liked the show when I was a little kid. But I got tired of it after a while. Because it had the same plot almost every day. A new villain has come to face Superman. Superman must fight this villain at all costs to save one of his girlfriends that this supervillain has knocked out and is holding her hostage somewhere. But he must defeat this villain so he can find out where his girlfriend has been hidden. Superman punches the villain, knocks the villain down, and demands where he's hiding his girlfriend. Villain surprisingly loses his memory and doesn't remember Clark beating the living daylights out of him, and literally doesn't even recognize Clark later on in the episode. So literally Clark's superpowers are still a secret. Hooray! Clark is safe, and no one will ever know he's Superman. Can you tell that? Sheep! Crimson. Welcome to the stream, Crimson. I'll have to look at the pictures of these creatures, see what kind of creatures these are. Whoops. No, that's not it. Okay, I gotta find you. Holy moly! That is horrifying. So StarCraft had some pretty terrifying monsters in it. StarCraft has some cool monsters, I have to say it. I might actually check out old StarCraft, that show, because it looks like it was a good show if it had monsters that scary. And here we go. A Minotaur with high-tech equipment. Throw the Minotaur aside. Wonder where it could. StarCraft is a video game? I crud. Now I'm depressed because I was hoping it was a show. Really, I was hoping it was a show. Now I have to play a video. Now I have another video game I have to check out. If it's a strategy game, I'm going to definitely not play it because I can't stand the strategy games. There's a reason why I never played a certain Halo game, because all it was strategy, not my strong suit. My strong characteristic is I'm going to rush the enemy and take him down. I'm a tank. I'm going to rush in. I'm going to fire. I'm going to blow up the ground. And then I'm going to run for the hills. It's a strategy game. Well, that just ruined any chances of me ever playing it. If it's strategy, I can't do it because strategy is not my strong suit. I mean, I used to play Axis and Allies. Don't get me wrong. I used to play it and I was pretty good at it at one time, but then they added a bunch of new stuff to it. A bunch of new rules, and then it's like, okay, I give up. That was me. I think it's only on PC. Good. I'm not that much of a PC gamer anyways. Now, let's talk about certain. You know what really Warhammer 40K has going for it? The fact that their franchise is doing better than Star Wars right now. And it's doing better than Star Trek as well. I mean, Star Trek and Star Wars are failing in the box office. As well as now even Halo is failing. The new Halo TV show, just the trailer got dropped and people were already hating it. It's sad because I was looking forward to a Halo TV show. I was looking forward to that. But then I found out they're putting stuff in it that doesn't belong in Halo. Just saying. People, make a good show. Don't go off the Halo lore. Don't throw the Halo lore down the toilet. Don't ditch the Halo lore. You got millions of years of lore written down in your video games. Use it, and use it wisely. And I wish someone would buy the rights to it before they ruined it. That way we could just fix it. If I had unlimited funds, I would buy the rights to Halo and I would do it based off an actual movie. I really want a Warhammer, but it isn't Warhammer Plus. That isn't on Warhammer Plus. Yes, I've seen that show. A buddy of mine pirated the show. Let's just say that. Showed me videos of it, and then he deleted them afterwards. Because he doesn't want to break He doesn't want to continue breaking the law, but he wanted to show me what it was like. And I'll tell you this much: that show is just weird. They literally just made it YouTube animation. It'd be okay, but it's not YouTube animation. These are actual paid animators doing this show, and they're literally not even. They're just YouTube quality movies. That's what they are. YouTube quality movies. Warhammer 40K. Do us a favor. Give us a quality show that's TV quality, and maybe I'll start buying your stuff. Maybe I'll start watching your shows. Other than that, just find another. Until then, throw away the. In fact, do the opposite of what you were doing before. What do I mean? Throw away everything that doesn't work. Like, basically, let the creators on YouTube create. Don't get after YouTubers who are doing Warhammer 40K items and be like, no, you can't do that. Actually, let them do it. Your brand is going to get more popular through that. That's been happening a while. YouTube, I mean, they've been attacking them on any of the Warhammer 40K fans on YouTube who do videos. There are some big names who have already told off the Warhammer 40K owners and have already showed them, hey, if you're going to be that way, we ain't going to buy your products. Which has made them realize, yeah, it was a. Check this out. This is the set fully built. Guys, now for the first part of this. Now, it opens up. This set opens up into a kind of a play set. Whoa! Yeah, it opens up into a play set, and it can close back into a normal ship. I prefer it as a ship, so I'm gonna seal it. Man, I wish there's something I could put over this to permanently seal it and make it a ship permanently. This sucker is awesome. I mean, it is huge. It is awesome. It is the best freaking boat Legos ever came out with. I have tons of playability with this set, and I love it. If only its price range was not so expensive, this set would literally probably sell like hotcakes. But it doesn't. Sadly, they haven't tried to go down a few. They just go down to about $100. The set would be worth it. For $100, this set is worth it, which is how much I paid for it on eBay. I mean, on it. But anyways, yeah, we got to make. Actually, I paid a little more on Amazon. I really don't know. I need to check it again. I think I bought it when it was on sale, or actually, I really don't remember. I know I bought it when it was on sale on Amazon. Yeah, can you guys tell I'm losing my mind? I literally forgot already. Oh, here it is. That's where this attaches. And there we go. It's a big set. It's huge. It is huge. Now, I'm going to put this set away. I'm going to bring out the minifigures because this set has huge amounts of potential for a set. I mean, you're talking about, this is probably the only set I've ever gotten that gave me more than just a little reasons to be happy about the set. First, the set comes with so much that you can't help but want to buy it because it just comes with so much stuff to it. I mean, you get a mech for crying out loud. Literally just a ship. But you also get mechs. Whoops. Like I said, you also get a mech, a tiny boat, some sort of horse, a small vehicle for the bad guys. That's literally impressive that the bad guys come with a vehicle of their own. That's impressive. I mean, this set comes with so much, and it's a good set. I have to admit it, it's probably worth its price. But at the same time, then you got some. Oh, wait, I forgot. The main reason I bought this set, but I have to get him out. He's still in there. Yep, he's sleeping on the hammock. One of the main reasons I got this set. The blue dude. Jolly blue giant. Hello, Mayo. Welcome back to the stream. Yep, that's the big fig of the set. Then you also get 4 centaur figures. Yeah, of course, you get the monkey kid himself. He has a double-sided head. Now, of course, Sandy is going to topple over while I'm doing a review. Then, of course, you also get a Power Ranger ripoff. I mean, you get a Power Ranger looking character. I mean, you expect her to sing "Go Go Power Rangers, Mighty Morphing Power Rangers." I mean, look at that. That's what she looks like. A freaking Power Ranger. I better leave her helmet off because I might actually wind up with her missing one day if I refer to hairpiece, though. It's unique. The hairpiece is very unique to the character, and I love the hairpiece. But I also love how the helmet just looks like a Power Ranger. Pretty nice looking minifigure. I give that a 20 out of 10. And I'm going to place the helmet down. And then we get a weird looking pig dude. Seems to be a regular theme on my channel to wind up with some form of furry on my channel. Maybe I should start making a point to destroy them one by one. So I'm going to call this guy Bacon Bits because he's bacon. He's in bits. Actually, I better stop doing that. I don't know if he's a villain or a hero, so yeah. He will be put in the villain section of my boxes. Probably going to put him on the set for now. But yeah, the Monkey Kid set was a good Bobby HQ set. If you want a giant ship to display on your wall and on the side of your Lego foundation and such. But other than that, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you could literally have fun with. Yep, like always, I got distracted by randomly wanting to look down the boxes. And I gotta go as well, sadly, because that's the end of the stream and I'm done building this set. I'm excited because I built this set, and I kind of want to play with this set but I don't want to do this on stream. I want to build and play with this set outside of stream now. I want to play around with it and have fun. Well, see you guys. And please, let me know if there's any sets you'd like me to try to review on this channel. Because I will go back to reviewing Lego sets. Because there are a couple of sets in my collection I want to review. And I actually want to review this huge set right here later on. So, if you guys want to, just let me know in the chat or just the comment section, because I'm going to leave this video up anyways. So let me know in the comments. And bye-bye.